Coming up next, I have a discovery set of 20 fragrances, samples from the different company, the legendary front runner, the one of the earliest niche fragrance companies out there. And I'm going to go through and give a quick first impression and rate and kind of pick my favorite one from this box of 20. This will be exciting, it will be fast, it will be loose. So stay tuned to find out which one I pick. Welcome back, everybody, to Joel the Nose. And again, for all those of you who have not followed my Instagram, please do so at Joel Adrian Brown. That's Joel Adrian Brown spelled out there. My Instagram, I do, scents of the day and different things and trying to build that user base so you guys can see more content over there also, quicker, shorter content. All right, today's video is going to be a video that is something I've never done before. So I have a sample set here from the different company. I was saying discovery set. And for those of you who aren't familiar with, my cat is literally, my cat is literally almost knocked my camera over. So the different company was one of the very first niche companies. You have to give them, these guys are like an OG in the niche fragrance world. They've been around for over 20 years. Jean-Claude Elena, the legendary perfumer, was one of the very first perfumers they worked with. He helped kind of launch this brand. This is legendary, okay? This was like, they were ahead of their time. They've run into some problems over the years. They had some issues, I think, when they tried to go a little bit more mainstream, and some of the big retailers kind of, I've heard some stories, just things didn't work out real well there. And I think, really going back to basics as far as being a true niche quality brand. Their fragrances have always been great. I've always really enjoyed them. So what I have here is 20 fragrances. You can see 20 samples of their fragrances that come in their discovery box. I'm going to do just a quick spray sample, and then I'm going to kind of pick my favorite ones from this group of 20. I guess I'll narrow it down to 10, and then I'll go down to my favorite one. So just again, this is going to be loosey-goosey, and I don't know, I've only smelled a few of them before. And what I'm going to do is spray them on a scent strip that I've cut in half because I don't want to waste scent strips, so I've cut them in half. And also, what else? I will, again, these are going to be first impressions. So it's going right off the initial spray on the scent strip. It's not obviously how I recommend doing things, but first impressions are important, right? And that's how most people in the fragrance world go into department stores and choose fragrances, literally based off the smell off a scent strip. So anyways, here we go. First one I have is Kashan Rose, and you're gonna have to excuse me if some of these I mispronounce because, again, I'm not familiar with them. I don't know the notes on them. I'm just gonna be spraying them. And this is, it's nice. It's a very nice kind of light rose. I'm gonna put it over here. And let's see, let's go to the next one. Is going to be Oud for Love. I have smelled this one. This is something I know I love, so I know this is going to make my top 10. Well, I shouldn't say that, but I really love this one. This is like a boozy, rich caramel oud. Oh, one of my favorite ouds. So I know that's definitely over there. I'm separating them out. All right, next we have Osmanthus. This is another one I have smelled before. It is one of the classic kind of Osmanthus fragrances. Make sure I got to keep my scent strip with the bottles. Okay, Osmanthus. This is kind of like I know a little bit about this one. It's a little bit citrusy, orange. I think it's got bergamot. Another really great one. So I can pretty much tell you that that's going to be in my top 10. Next, I have Pure Evie. Pure Evie. And I don't believe I smelled this one before, so this is going to be new for me. Let's go. Interesting. It's almost got a little bit of a sweet gourmandish feel. This is going to be more like the Kashan Rose, so I'm going to put that over there. That's, we'll see what happens with that one. Next, I have I Miss Violet. I Miss Violet. And I'm going to spray that one. Obviously, I'm assuming this is a nice violet fragrance. Yeah, very violet, very intense. I almost get like an iris smell on that. That is going to be kind of a very classic smell, very kind of fresh, a little bit more fresh. All right, next we have South Bay. South Bay, let's see how this one goes. I don't, again, know nothing about it, don't know the notes. This is just real life first impressions. This is more citrusy, South Bay. So it's kind of a lighter citrusy one. I like it, it's nice. It's, I think, a very good fragrance off the initial smell. Like, well, all of these so far, I've liked them all. They've all been very nice. And again, different company is just such a quality niche house, so I'm not surprised. All right, next I have Oud Shamash. You see it there? Oud Shamash. It's kind of dark. I hope you guys can see that. Anyways, all right, so trying to make this so the video doesn't go too long, but it's going to require a little time. Bear with me, guys. Ooh, that's intense. I love oud fragrances, so that one to me is not as kind of boozy as the Oud for Love. It's just a different type of oud, but very nice. Next I have After Midnight. Love the color. Look at the juice on that. It actually is like a purplish violet kind of color there. And, ooh, very unique. It smells just like the liquid looks. That purple, it has like a violet purple smell with that name, After Midnight. I suppose this is kind of supposed to be, a nighttime fragrance. I would picture this as a beautiful evening fragrance, like a beautiful evening gown. Oh, that's I gotta say, I really like that one. That one I had never smelled before, so that is coming out of left field for me. Next we have Bergamot. I don't know if they actually are calling that bergamot, but it has an E, so it looks like bergamot. And let me spray. Oh, that is, it's pure bergamot at the top. Very citrusy, very light, very fresh, very spring or summer beachy fragrance. I could see that one being a beautiful, easy to wear office fragrance. Next you have, okay, boy, this one's harder to see. Bakhmakov. Interesting. I don't know exactly, so we'll see. Let me spray this baby. Ooh. This is interesting. I don't know what exactly this is. It's giving me a little bit of like a woody type scent. Off my initial smell, not my favorite. Probably would say my least favorite off the initial smell is that Bakhmarov. But again, in reality, of course, before I would pick any of these, I'd be wearing them and letting them dry down a few times on my skin. I don't blind buy off the initial smell, but a lot of people do. Sublime Balkis. Actually, give me 1 second. Sublime Balkis. Let's try this one out. And again, how it looks and how it's written, I'm picturing it kind of more feminine and like almost like a kiss. Had to get the spray out. That's unique. It's effervescent a little bit. It's got a little bit of, it's just like kind of invigorating. I like that one. This is different, totally different, not what I expected. All right, next we have Aurore Nomad. Aurore Nomad. And quick smell. Aurore Nomad. And look at that. I like the color of that. Ooh. This one's neat. It's very deep. It's very rich. It's very sensual. A lot of very sensual fragrances I've noticed already with this house. They do a lot of very kind of sensual, romantic, or not romantic, but sexy fragrances. Okay, the next one is Agite. And it says Queer Narcotique below. So you can take a look at that one. So I'm assuming that this is a leather fragrance by the French word queer. Ooh. So again, totally surprised me. I'm sure the leather, you get it, so now it's kicking in a little bit, but it comes across very floral at the top. So this is like a floral leather. Very interesting, very nice, very different, like the different company. Next, I have Sol de Vetiver. I love vetiver fragrances, so this one I, of course, can't wait to spray here. Oh boy, pure vetiver. But it's light, it's green. It's like a green light vetiver, which I love vetiver. That's definitely gonna be one of my favorites there. Next we have Nuit Magnétique. Nuit Magnétique. We're down, I think, to the final 6 here, final 5 or 6. So we're going pretty quickly. Stay with me, guys. Stay with me, stay with me. This is, to me, more classic French, like the company. Very nice, very nice. Very, I think, very kind of standard, I would say, you know, French sensual evening fragrance. Next is Limon de Cordoza. Okay, so that's Limon de Cordoza, I'm assuming, and look at the color of the juice, that this is going to be a lighter, fresher, citrusy lemon fragrance, but let's see, maybe not. Oh yeah, that is like lemons from, well, Cordoza, I don't know, I know Cordoba, which is in Spain. Cordoza, I'm not sure. It could be Spain, it could be Italy. Excuse me, for those of you watching, tell me where that is, because of course I will go look this up afterwards. Very nice, very citrusy light. So they have, you know, some nice citrusy light fragrances in their collection. Next you have, looks like Un Parfum de Sens y Bois. And again, excuse me for all my French speakers if I'm butchering that completely, but I'm going to spray this and let you know. Ooh, it's spicy. There's something spicy, almost cinnamony in there at the top, but fresh, a little citrusy, but spicy. Ooh, that one's very, again, kind of totally threw me for a loop there. I wasn't expecting that. Next you have Oriental, it looks like lounge. It looks like Oriental Lounge. So let's spray this one. Yeah, this is a very, again, kind of rich, boozy, dark, Oriental, definitely an Oriental fragrance. Very nice. That would definitely be a nighttime club, restaurant fragrance. Okay, now we have Tokyo Bloom, kind of like the violet one, the After Midnight one, or not violet, but the After Midnight, which was that kind of violet or purple color. This is like a green, almost looks like green mouthwash. Kind of cool. Let's see what this smells like. I had to get the thing out. Ooh. I like this one. This one's different. So it's almost like some type of mint. It's fresh. I think it's got mint. I detect some type of almost like cedar or something incensey that gives it this kind of skin smell. Ooh, that is a underdog one there that may make it into my top ones. Finally, I have White Zagora. White Zagora, this rounds out the 20 fragrances I've smelled here today. This is clearly a white floral fragrance. It's very nice. Again, so first of all, off the initial smell, let me go right down to it. All 20 I like. There was maybe one that I didn't love, which was the Bach Markov, whatever this one. But let me just smell it again right now, because now it's been drying down for a couple minutes. It's got this like almost it's like a smell, a sweet smell of something that's almost like been sitting almost like a book cover or something. I don't know, but it's not exactly my favorite thing. So what I did is I kind of separated into two piles here. And the final 10, so I'll just go with my top 10, and then out of those 10, I'll just pick. So my top 10 were Aurore Nomade. This is in no particular order, and then I'll name my top ones. Tokyo Bloom, the Un Parfum et Sans y Bois, again, butchering the name. Then I had, what is this one? It's hard to see, Sublime Balkis. Then I had After Midnight. Then I had Sol de Vetiver, wonderful vetiver fragrance. Then I had Agate, Oud, Shamash. Interesting, there were only 2 oud specific fragrances in here, and they both made my top, looks like my top 10 here. Oud for Love. And finally, Osmanthus. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I just had those 10 separated, and I swear to God I didn't know, but that's pretty cool. So the other 10, again, I liked them. I won't name them all. Those made my top 10, and let's kind of go, let's just pick my top 3. And this is totally off now. They've been drying down for about, 5 to 10 minutes. I'm going to go, oh, this is hard. All right, so I was just smelling Tokyo Bloom. Now the Aurore Nomade. After Midnight, let me smell that one. All right, I'm going to go with ones that are a little bit different, I think. All right, I'm going to go my top 3. This is so hard. I'm going to go top 5 because this is too hard. I'm going to go top 5. Sublime Balkis. It's invigorating. It's got a little spice, got a little kick to it. A little sweetness, almost a little powdery note. Love it. Next, I'm going to go number 4, Tokyo Bloom. This is just a fresh, again, it's almost like a mint or kind of skin smell. Love it. Number 3, I'm going to go with After Midnight. Love this one. Love the color. Love the juice. Love this beautiful kind of floral smell, almost like a purple flower, but it gives it that kind of nighttime element, a little bit dangerous. Next, I'm going to go number 2. Oud for Love. Beautiful, boozy caramel. Let me smell it again. Oh yeah, just a beast mode fragrance. And I'm going to go number 1. I said Cell earlier, or Soul. Cell de Vetiver. Cell de Vetiver, not Sol de Vetiver. Oh yeah, that is like just a beautiful green, fresh vetiver fragrance. If you like vetiver, you gotta try that. So there you have it. My discovery box for the different company. Quick first impression of 20 different fragrances. Got through it all. Hope you stayed through the video. Thank you guys for watching. For all of you who made it to the very end, put a little note. Let me know if you made it to the very end and saw me smell all these and pick my top 5, top 10 and then top 5. And thank you guys for watching. As always, I really appreciate your support. And I'll let you go because I don't want to keep you any longer. Peace and love.